Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Life with Ari, and I'm here and I'm bringing you advice with Ari. Yes, the alliteration is amazing. We are here and we are going to talk about friends with benefits, the do's and the don'ts, how to maintain a good one and what a bad one kinda is. If you are not subscribed to my channel, definitely subscribe to my channel now, because guess what? It's fun. You can live your life with me. You know what I'm saying? I can be like, like your imaginary friend through YouTube. I give you like all the good juicy advice and stuff that like a lot of other people can't give you. We can do that. Okay. And if you want to be notified when I post videos, you can definitely hit the bell button and I'll be popping up in your lovely notifications. You know what I'm saying? You can, yes, hit that bell button, honey. Okay, let's get right into the video. Today's video is on friends with benefits, the do's and the don'ts. And I speak from experience when I bring this to you guys. But before we get into, all the the rules and the foundations and all those other great things, what you should definitely do is understand that my definition of friends with benefits is two consenting people who participate in the shenanigans, you know what I mean? Shenanigans. They still maintain a healthy friendship. I'm not saying that they're the best of friends, but I'm saying that they can be good friends. They can hang out with one of another, grab a bite to eat, go shopping, do these things, text, you know what I'm saying? Talk on the phone, FaceTime, have fun, crack a joke, whatever. I'm not saying, this has to be an everyday thing, but at least a couple of times out the week outside of the bedroom, you guys can definitely have and hold a good conversation and you enjoy the company as a friend. That way, if the relationship, the friends with benefits comes to an end, you guys can still be on neutral terms. You guys can be good friends. You guys can see each other outside, you know what I'm saying, in public without that weird, awkward type thing going on, you know what I mean? So that's what I consider, a friends with benefits relationship.
If you do not have that type of understanding, honey, I don't know where you get yours from, but I can't help you. Generally, that's what people, think the relationship is about. So,
anyways, let's get right into the do's for a friends with benefits relationship. What you should do for rule number 1 is establish trust, period. And the best way to establish this trust is to get tested. Get tested together, okay? Blood and urine. There's no reason for you not to. If you are a clean, consenting adult, there's no reason why providing the whole facts should be a problem for you, okay? It should not be a problem, like, at all. I don't care what nobody says. The best way to gain somebody's trust on, especially when it comes to, participating in shenanigans, is getting your whole facts. You guys can go together. You guys can go to your own personal doctors, go to a free clinic, bring your papers back, lay them on the table, be like, I am STD and HIV free. I cannot stress that enough, okay? Cannot stress that enough. Rule number 2.
Do is build strong
communications between one another. What that means is if you or your partner has other sexual partners, you need to communicate that, period, okay? You need to communicate that I personally am messing with one other person outside of our shenanigans relationship. You know what I mean? Hence why I'm getting tested to prove to you that me and him have safe sex. We use condoms, da 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 da. If this is a problem for you, please let me know. Da 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 da. I might just choose you over her. I might not engage in anything with you and just pursue what I got going on with her or him, vice versa. Communication is key. A second sub part to communication is establishing, what you want out of this type of friends with benefits relationship. If you feel like, like you're the type of person where 6 months down the line you invested yourself, can you see a relationship with me? You know what I mean? Put that out on the table. If you just want it to be just strictly dickly and just keep it very mutual, very cool, at the bare minimum of what it is to each other a couple of times a week. You know what I'm saying? Every once in a while, you know, go out for a bite to eat, chill, whatever, do some things, you know, hang out as friends. Then establish what you want to get out of the relationship. Because trust me, when you do that, it clears the air for drama, okay? You will have a drama-free friends with benefits relationship if you are honest and you communicate well with the other person. If you're mature enough to handle one of these types of relationships, then you are definitely able to do those two things, and that's communicate about other sexual partners and keeping it real, and communicating what you want out of the relationship, period.
Not hearing it, don't care what anybody has to say to me.
Be friends. Number 3 is be friends. It's friends with benefits. Benefits come second. Your friendship comes first. I don't care what anybody has to say. You cannot give your body to somebody who you don't vibe with. Period. If I can't have a conversation with you after participating in some long 2-hour shenanigans, man, listen, that's a problem. You might as well just been a booty call, or you might as well have been a one-night stand. But that's not what this relationship is. It's us being cool, us being able to hang out. It's basically a relationship without the feelings. That's basically what it is. But I can vibe with you. If I can't vibe with you as my friend, there's no way that you're getting these shenanigans. These shenanigans is not shenangling for you, period. Like, at all. Like, it's just not happening.
I don't care what you have to say. That acts, like, it's not happening. Like, square up. Like, it's just not happening.
You need to be friends. Because guess what? If all ends terrible, now you got a fucking enemy. You got an enemy. You got a whole enemy. You got somebody who you got dramas with. Da-da-da-da-da.
Then the whole, you know, bitches ain't shit, dudes ain't shit type thing comes rolling. We don't have time for that, like, at all. Like, I don't have time for that. You don't have time for that. I'm too old. You're too over in college. We're doing things. Da-da-da-da. I got a serious full-time work schedule. We don't have time for that, okay?
Time to get into the don'ts. Time to get into the don'ts. 1, what you should not do is step out of the rules that you formed at the beginning of your relationship. What that means, if you guys agree to not have feelings, you want no relationship out of this whatsoever, you want to just strictly be friends with benefits, do not get mad when the other person does not like you back. I said it. You cannot get mad if the other person does not like you back. You want to know why? Because you agreed, you consented that this will just be what it is, what you guys agreed for it to be. You can't get upset if they don't like you back, if they don't want the same things that you want. You can't get mad at that. Number 2, do not engage in these types of relationships with somebody who is not willing to get tested. You want to know why? Because that means that they are untrustworthy. And I say that from the deepest part of my heart, because they are untrustworthy. If they're not willing to get tested, they are untrustworthy, okay? And you can proceed at your own risk. Caution is advised, okay? I'm just saying. There's no reason why a person shouldn't. A doctor's appointment, call it up, you know what I'm saying? You know, pay that little fee, whatever you got to pay for your doctor's appointment. Thursday at 2 o'clock. Oh, what time you getting yours? I'm getting mine's Friday morning. I bet let's come together next week, Friday, grab lunch. Boom. Look at that. Friends with benefits relationship started on a good note. Had some shenanigans right after your lunch. Call it a day. You know what I'm saying? Go out with I'm just saying. And rule number 3, do not engage in these types of relationships if you are not mentally or emotionally capable, stable enough to have it, period. Do not do it with someone because they're cute. Don't do it with someone because, you know, they want you to do it. You have to want to do it yourself. You have to want to come to the table clean and prepared, you know what I'm saying, ready to do this. Like, you have to be in it for yourself and not because of the other person. Don't keep the relationship going, you know, if like you're hiding secret feelings for them, because then they'll just fuck you over in the end. Don't do it if, you know, you don't have great communication skills and you can't be open and honest with another person. Don't do that. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you're losing a friend, you're losing a person in your life, and you're damaging, you're traumatizing somebody else. Don't traumatize somebody else. Don't do that. Why would you do that? That's why, you know, friends with benefits has such a bad reputation, because people tend to traumatize people by not following these simple basis rules. And I don't understand why. So, time for it to get personal. Okay, I'm going to get personal, and I'm going to give you 2 examples of my past friends with benefits relationships. One that worked really well for me, and one that didn't work all too well. It worked, but then I broke one of the rules. Well, we both broke one of the rules, and then it got complicated. So the first one, this is the don't. This is the one where we broke the rules or whatever. We're gonna call him Tyler. Okay, we're gonna call him Tyler. Okay, so me and Tyler or whatever started out of the blue. I had just recently broken up with my boyfriend, and this was probably about like, you know, like 3-4 years ago. Me and Tyler was going for 3-4 years. Literally just ended last year. You know what I'm saying? Last year around the holidays is when we ended. Okay? Me and Tyler, we were good. You know what I'm saying? Got tested. We set the basis for, you know, what we want out of this relationship or whatever. We agreed that, you know, like if it goes on for a while, you know, that there is a chance that we could date or whatever. But as of right now, let's just say friends have benefits. He had things going on. I had things going on. Cool. Me and Tyler agreed. And we stuck to those agreements, you know what I'm saying, for a couple of years. You know what I mean? If we was to get into other relationships, you know what I mean, then we would not participate in any shenanigans. No shenanigans will ever take place. Can't ask for them, none of that. Communication was always cut off as soon as one of us got into a relationship, which was mainly me. What else was like the basis? What else was like in our agreement? Definitely communicated about, you know, other sexual partners outside of us, because there were times that he was busy, he was away. There were times that I was in school, but it was well communicated all the time. It did not matter. And just recently, like last year, you know what I'm saying, is when like we both kind of brought up feelings, because I'm just like, I keep leaving our friends with benefits relationship because I want an actual relationship. Our agreement is this bubble of stuff. I'm not gonna sit here and switch it up on you. That doesn't make sense. That's me going against my word. But what I am gonna put on the table is that it has been a couple of years now, and it's just like, I do like you. You know what I mean? You like me too. Why is it we can't be in a relationship? You know what I mean? And we was kind of working towards or whatever, but actions weren't matching up with what was said, what was promised, and that's ultimately what ended it. He also had something drastically happen in his life that just changed a lot of things and a lot of his priorities, and I was just never a priority, even though I would make him a priority. You know what I mean? And so honestly, it just ended. We just stopped texting, we stopped calling, we stopped all of that, and it just died down the hill. Everything's neutral is not bad. You know what I mean? Because I spoke up when I needed to speak up. But if I never had said that, you know, I wanted more, I feel like our relationship still would have been at where it's at today. You know, with just what we agreed upon 4 years ago. So that's what I mean by, like, you know, like, you can tell somebody that you like them in your friends with benefits relationship. However, they may only be perfect as your friends with benefits, and they may not be for you relationship wise. And I feel like that's a prime example of that, because it's just like, you're not the guy that you are when you was my friends with benefits. You're a whole different person once feelings were put in the mixture. You know what I mean? Once I needed your actions to match up to your word. On the other hand, I had a really good friends with benefits relationship that probably lasted me about like 5 months, maybe 4 or 5 months. We're gonna call him Ricky. Me and Ricky had met at a party or whatever, and I already had my eyes on him. I was like, he's cute, I like him, he seems like a good time, he's fun, he likes to drink, I like to drink, we like to do those types of things. Cool. So we sashayed our way into each other's, you know, messages, and, you know, we was vibing and texting, and we ended up becoming friends with benefits. I laid it on the table for him, you know what I'm saying? Make sure he was clean, I was clean, yada, 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 yada. You know, I got some history on him and his exes. I just want to get a vibe for who he was and what type of things that he brought to the table. Because if he was a dude that brought drama, I am not with that. Period. you know, because he's in the scene, he knows a lot of people, and I'm just like, I'm not with all that, or whatever. So we established that, and guess what, we would hang out, go drinking, we went out and we played pool, we could party together, see each other in public, everything's coolio. I met some of his friends fuck with me, I'm friends with his friends, you know what I'm saying, I'm not saying like, you know, like we're all buddy like in a squad type shit, but I'm able to see them out in public and still hang out with them without drama or being like, oh, like that's some bitch, you know what I mean, like there's no disrespect there. The shenanigans were amazing, period. Before and after, you know, make sure I get home safe, you know, play video games, you know, YouTube and things like that. Like we could hang out and we had fun, and I could rely on him and I could trust him with my shenanigans, you know what I mean? And I was never exploited for it. So that relationship ended because I got into a relationship, and then I also convinced him to get back with his ex-girlfriend because he was like he
Really left that girl. He really left that girl. And they broke up again. A mess for the same reasons. But
just know that, you know, like certain things are just certain things, and they happen and they don't happen, and they happen and they don't happen for a reason and for no reasons and for reasons and no reasons. That is all on Friends with Benefits. I hope that you guys get some really good advice out of this. I know sometimes my friends definitely do learn from my mistakes. You know, I take my L's as lessons, and I also take my wins as lessons too. So if you're thinking about having a Friends with Benefits relationship with someone, or you never was open to it, I hope that I could help you out with that on some do's and don'ts and a couple of story times on, you know, not even story times, on some life lessons and some real relationships that I've had with two different guys in those types of relationships, and how they work and how they don't work. You definitely did like this video and didn't subscribe at the beginning, subscribe now. And if you definitely want to be notified during my videos, hit the bell button, and I'll see you next time. Bye.